Hi everyone! Today we are going to have a go at making the beautiful Savannah sunset with some gorgeous giraffes walking along. For this activity you are going to need some white paper or card, a pair of scissors, a pen, some black paper or card and some paint. The colours that I've got are yellow, orange and red and some white, because I'm going to be painting the sunset. Right, let's go. The first thing we're going to need is our white paper or card. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some extra white paper as a tablecloth so that I don't get paint all over my table. You can just use a painting mat if you want to. So we're going to start to paint the beautiful hot Savannah sunset. Now the trick with this is to start with the lightest colours first. So I'm going to start with my yellow and I'm just going to paint it in stripes. Oh look, you can see I've already had a go at doing some colour mixing. I'm going to paint my yellow first in stripes along the bottom. Okay. Now I love this activity because I really enjoy colour mixing, and you can see I've used my paintbrush already to have a go at doing this activity because it's got some of the other colours already left on. So I've got my yellow there, but now I'm going to get my orange because I'm going to go from the lightest colour, which is the yellow, all the way up to the darkest colour or the brightest colour, which is the red. So starting with yellow, going orange and then red. So next I'm going to paint my orange. Now the important thing here is to overlap the colours and to kind of swish them into each other. I'm going back and forth, and you can see I'm using quite a big paintbrush as well. I'm not using a skinny one, I'm using quite a thick one, and this just makes the process a little bit quicker and we get better coverage, whereas if you use a skinny paintbrush it looks a little bit liney. There we go, got my orange, and now I'm going to go for my red all across the top. Lovely bright red sunset. There we go. Now it doesn't really matter which way round you do it. You might do the red at the bottom. That's fine. I'm going to decide which way around I want it at the end. I'm just going to paint it first in these kind of colourful stripes. There we go. Now you can see it still looks a little bit stripy, so what I'm going to do is I need to blend the colours together, and this is where our colour mixing really comes in. So I'm just going to keep going backwards and forwards to make sure that the colours blend into each other, and we're mixing the colours really gently. I'm going to get a bit more yellow. I'm just going to add a bit more yellow along here to really blend that in as well. There we go. Okay, right. Once I've blended it all in, I might add a little bit of white, and I'm just going to do little strips of white across it, and again I'm going to blend those in, and that just adds a little bit of extra depth to what I'm painting. So little bits of white, and also we do get sunsets that have pink in them, don't they? So that's why I like using the white against the red, because it adds a little bit of a pink. And also there might be a few clouds. There we go. So just add a little bit of extra depth there, and that is the background of my painting, which is the sunset. It's really important that you leave that to dry now, so I'm just going to put that to the side to let it dry. Right, I'm going to get this one out now, which is one that I've painted before, and you can see that I've got my stripes as well. So I've got my yellow, orange and red, and it doesn't matter which way around I do it, but I have actually painted this one I've done a few curvy bits as well, so you can keep adding and blending to make the colours and the shapes that you want to. What I'm going to do next is cut some shapes out, because I would like some animals walking across my Savannah sunset. I'm going to be using black card for this. So you need to get your black card out. And what you're going to have a go at doing is drawing the outline of the animal that you want to choose. Now, because mine is based in the Savannah, which is in Africa, I'm choosing animals that live on the Savannah, one of which is the giraffe. And you can see here, I've already had a go at cutting one out. Okay, it's a very tall, skinny giraffe, that one. Now, remember, yours won't look like mine because everyone is different and everyone draws in a different way. Yours doesn't have to look like mine. I want it to look like yours, okay? So don't think that you have to copy mine. I do want to do a giraffe family on mine though, so I've got a nice big tall one there. I'm going to have a go at doing a smaller one. What I'm going to do is draw onto my black card. Now, you might not be able to see this very well, but I'll be able to see a faint outline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with his tall neck. He's got an ear. You can see he's got an ear there. So I'm going to go up and around his ear. I'm going to give him his face and his nose, his long neck, his long legs. He's got his body, another long leg. We need to make sure he's got his tail. There we go. And we're going to go round and up his long neck again. Okay, so there we go. I've had a go at doing an outline of a giraffe. Now, here comes the tricky bit, is cutting him out. This is where I've got to really try and be very, very careful. Okay, I'm going to really take my time using the back of the scissors to cut out as carefully as possible. Okay. Now remember, yours won't look exactly like mine, but that's absolutely okay because you're making your picture and I'm making my picture. Go round his tail, round his long legs. Giraffes have got very long legs and very long necks, so I need to make sure we can see that. Here we go. We've got another giraffe there. Let's see if we can stick them down now. Now, top tip, you can see here, I think you can see here, I've got a little bit of a pen line. You see my pen line? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it over so you can't see the pen. And there we go, we've got a mummy and a baby and they're following each other on a walk. Maybe they're trying to find the watering hole. So the next thing I need to do is get my glue. And I'm just going to glue the side where I did my drawing on so that I can't see that on my final painting, my final artwork. So just make sure that there's glue all over so that he's stuck down properly. Decide where he's going to go and put him there. Let's push it down. Now if you're using PVA glue, it doesn't matter if you can see it to begin with because remember PVA glue dries clear. Let's have a go at doing this one. There we go. You might not want to do giraffes, you might decide to do some elephants or even a lion. You might do a different, like a selection of animals if you want to as well. I just decided that I wanted to do a family of giraffes. So there we go. I have got my giraffe family walking along the hot African savannah.